Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, I've been maintaining in this channel, ladies and gentlemen, that BOBI Wine has been giving Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the president of Uganda, a run for his money. Talking about a run for his money, ladies and gentlemen, there's a video that Larry Madowo has been camping in Uganda recently. There's a video he has shared, a video concerning something that Museveni has done in Entebbe. Now, without wasting much time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to pay attention to this video shared by Madowo.
This is the Entebbe airport.
And this is the biggest campaign poster I've ever seen inside an airport.
President Museveni has campaign posters at the Entebbe airport arrival hall, and it's not just one. There is probably 12. There is one on each one of these pillars. They're like everywhere you look. There is one in each one of the pillars. This is the departure hall at Entebbe airport. And you still have your Museveni campaign posters. I spend a lot of time in Africa covering elections. I have never seen anything like this. What I didn't realize is that these Museveni campaign posters are all over the airport. They're not just inside the protected, secure area. They're everywhere.
Museveni poster, protection gains. Yes, this is literally the arrival area.
BOBI Wine and the others don't have posters at the airport. It's all President Museveni protecting the gains.
Now, that video has detailed a very huge poster planted at the Entebbe airport. And this is trying to communicate with each and every person who uses that facility, whether you are coming into the country or going out of the country, to remember that the person is Museveni. And in that poster, Museveni, the slogan right now is protecting the gains. That's what Museveni is trying to advocate for. He says he wants additional 5 years so that he can continue with the projects he has been doing for quite some time. So pundits are also arguing that Museveni has been in power for about 40 years. Now he wants to additional 5 years to protect what he has done. I mean, that is why you find that Larry Madowo shared something here which I also wish to take you through, a posting on X, and he said, President Museveni is protecting the gains after 40 years in power. His campaign posters are all over Uganda's main airport, but not BOBI Wine and other candidates. So there is a concern here. If this election is supposed to be free and fair, how come it's only Museveni's posters that are dominating each and every area? If you look at the billboards, there's talk that even the billboards, it's only Museveni's billboards that are seen all over Uganda. But if you how many of you have spotted billboards belonging to BOBI Wine? If you spot, there must be very few. And that's the main reason why you find that BOBI Wine has resorted to, physical campaigns, because he believes that that is the only way he can reach the people. But many a times when he does that, police are always on his trail, police are on his toes, and they don't want him to access other regions.
In a new Uganda, we are all going to be equal, no matter which tribe you come from. In a new Uganda, there will not be tribalism. I can go on and on about a new Uganda. But today, my final message. I know we have foreign media here, we have international media here. To you, the international.
So most of the time, his campaigns are designated for, regions outside the towns. You've seen that in the videos that you've spotted concerning BOBI Wine. So there is talk that CNN has been, campaigning for most opposition candidates in different countries, especially in Africa. This is something that has been blamed on the CNN. I don't know if it's true or not true, but that is one thing that, in fact, Larry Madowo has been blamed. Like, for instance, if you go to the issue of Kenya, and there were demonstrations, the Gen Z's demonstration. Larry Madowo covered most of the demonstrations there, and people blamed him for supporting the opposition. Now, if you look at the issue of Tanzania, Larry Madowo was also blamed because they believe he was supporting Chadema, a party that Tundu Lissu heads. Now, in Uganda, he has already been branded as someone who is supporting the imperialists. He is advancing the Western interest in Africa. That is one thing that Larry Madowo has been blamed about. But if you look at what Larry Madowo does, I think he's just right what he does. He exposes what he can expose, and because he's someone who has studied journalism, he knows what to air and what not to air. So I think there I give Larry Madowo benefit of doubt that I believe he does what he does, and I think he does it best. So I can't really crucify him because he has shared this information concerning a huge poster erected at the Entebbe airport. Because the question is, why not Bobi Wine's poster? Because all those posters put there, Bobi Wine's poster has not been seen. But again, why would someone campaign at an airport? I mean, that's already something very strange. And I agree with the explosive details exposed by Larry Madowo. Why? Why use an asset like an airport to campaign? Why use that? Why don't just you erect billboards on the roads? You know, it's better. Why an airport? So this is something that has concerned Larry Madowo. That's the main reason why it has been aired. So just go below in the comment section and you can tell us what you think about this latest development. So perhaps if you watch this video and don't subscribe, take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.